Hello and welcome back to the Coaches Show on SportsNetUSA.net. My name is Ryan Osborn, Southern California champions. That's what Fullerton College is. After their 11-1 record, they beat Riverside last Saturday, so they advanced to the state championship, in which they will hold it on December the 10th, starting at 1 p.m. So right now, I'm being smothered by offensive linemen right now. On my left, we'll start with Marshall Evans, Delton Crandall, Nathan Trent, Matt Hanna, Emil Graves, and Muhammad Jefferson. Guys, going into the national championship, I'll start over here with the left tackle because we have them lined up left to right. Marshall, so far this season, what has been the highlight for you?
Just the experience, playing with my guys. Yeah. I mean, we can come in every day. It's just us six. Everybody else, we don't know where they at, but we rolling.
Delton, has there been a moment this season that you saw your team start to make that push towards the playoffs?
Yes, it started from the first play of the game, our first game of the year, actually. We came out there against Santa Ana, and we just started competing. We just started playing as a team, showing everyone how we can play, and we just built a brotherhood from there.
So I'll go over to you, Nathan. He mentioned Santa Ana, that first game of the season. How difficult was it to prepare for the first game?
Well, the first games, it's always interesting because you see that you see the talent that we have during the summer, but you never really know going up against somebody else. But we really stepped up all together, and I was gonna use profane language. We executed perfectly. We executed perfectly, I should say. So yeah, we really stepped up. We did a good job, and we really formed together as a family, as a unit.
Midway through the season, you guys are looking towards in-conference play. What was the outlook for you guys?
Oh, outlook good was good. The record was nice. You know, we're winning games, and nothing to be said. It's just looking great.
Emil, was there one thing that you wanted to work on with coaches coming into the season?
Pretty much just the O-line and trusting us and dominating up front, and getting us to run the ball and be balanced, throwing the ball and running it, and just as a unit be together and just get rack up the yards and get points, play some points. So just dominate.
Muhammad, mobile quarterback that you guys have to protect. How do you keep Jordan Hoy and make sure he's protected?
We just go out there and do what we're supposed to do, what our coaches taught us to do.
So far this season, you guys are heading to the state championship. As a centerman, you start the play. Everybody else goes along with you. How important is that center role?
Well, as a center, my job really is to basically read the defense, read the linemen, read the linebackers, and decide where we go where our blocks go based off of that. So I mean, I think it's pretty important because if I call the wrong defense, if I call the wrong block, then our quarterback could potentially get sacked. So I mean, I think it's a very important role.
Delton, you guys also have a very potent running attack, also keyed by you guys. How have you allowed your running game to be able to get going?
We allowed it to get going by just nutting up and just hitting someone just across the line, just being violent, getting the push that we need, and make sure our running back hits the hole and gets where it needs to be.
This Saturday, Marshall, Coach Waters wanted you guys to be a little quicker off the line. How did you guys adjust?
I mean, I don't think we adjusted. I think we just showed them that we've been here and we've been established.
Yeah, that's good.
Going into this state championship, how do you guys keep your eyes on the prize, not get too mentally checked out?
I'll tell you, well, at the beginning of the season, we had one goal, and that was to be in the championship game. It was never to, lose a game or to come close or just to make it in the playoffs and get a bowl game. It was always to win a championship. That's what we started in the springtime, and that's what we got in the summer. And we started out with game one when we played Santa Ana, and now we're going to the championship. So it's always been the goal to get there and win.
Well, thank you, guys. We can't wait to see you guys in that state championship December the 10th. Once again, I'm with Marshall Evans, Delton Crandall, Nathan Trent, Matt Hanna. We also have Emil Graves and Muhammad Jefferson. So it's special teams time, and right now we have ourselves the long snapper and Mohammed Bayul, and we also have Austin McGee with us, who is the punter for Fullerton College. I'll start with the long snapper. Long snapping doesn't necessarily get the credit, but it's still an essential part of the special teams.
Oh yes, definitely. I mean, people don't even know your name until you mess up. So you just got to do your job. Make sure no one knows your name. You'll be fine.
Punting this season. You said it yourself just before we went on the air, close to 45 yards on average per punt. What has been the key for you?
Man, I got lucky and I picked the best JUCO in the country to go to, man. And I got the best coaches. I got the best long snapper, without a doubt. And I mean, like I said, we haven't had a lot of opportunities this year just due to the fact we've been so good on offense. But last week we had 9 punts in the rain, and I think we did really good. And I'm just grateful, man. I'm grateful because I think our hard work's finally showing. I think playoff time makes a huge difference.
Speaking of the rain, how did you handle the football in the rain as a snapper?
Our coach helped me out. Our coach helped me out a lot. He gave us a lot of wet ball drills, wet the ball, let us snap with it while it's wet, and it worked. Snapped pretty well during the game. The rain, heavy wind, it's good.
So you were preparing for this rain game even before it happened?
Yes, we always check the schedule. We always check when it's going to rain, and we prepare for it. We prepare for everything out here.
Punting this season, Riverside.
I knew going into the game that we were going to punt more, his more of a relative position. We were going to punt a lot more, and it was crucial to swing the field. So, when it started raining, I thought, I'm not going to let this define like what we do this week. We're going to beat them on field position, and I think, we owe a lot of credit to John on kickoffs, Jonathan Aguilar, our kicker. And I even gave him credit. They didn't start a drive, past the 40-yard line at all. And, they gave us field position all game. We returned to punt. So I think special teams, even though it's not talked about, I think it had a crucial impact on the playoffs. And I really think we're clicking at the right time. And, I'm ready to play American River. So I'm excited. I'm ready to swing the field next week. So
long snapping, a lot of technique goes into it that not many people notice. How do you make sure that you get that ball off every time?
Starts off with grip. You got to have good grip, and you just got to keep snapping, keep getting a lot of reps, get your form straight, and you'll be fine. It's just form, not really that much power if you know how to use your form, and you'll be just fine.
What do you think the biggest difference is from the center to the long snapper?
Center snapping like 5 yards, long snapper's 15. You got to put a lot more power back there. You got to bring it back fast. You can't get that blocked.
On occasion, of course, you're going to have that snap that does hit the ground. How do you shake that off and make sure you go forward?
You just don't think about it. If you think about it, you're going to keep messing up. You just got to forget about it and move on. Go to the next snap.
State championship this Saturday. How do you prepare for it?
Just keep doing what we're doing all season. It's been working. Just keep working, keep practicing, and don't let us get off focus. Stay focused, and we'll be fine.
And how are you preparing on your end?
I'm watching film on their punter and their returner, just understanding just like last week, we make a difference that no one sees, but by the same token, I'm not going to change what I'm doing. Punting is like golfing, in my opinion. You got to be flexible and you got to be consistent with your striking, and there's a lot of factors that play into it. Wind, whether it be rain, like last week. I never thought I'd play in a monsoon in California, but it happened. But I was used to it because high school. But as far as preparation goes, we do the same thing every week. Our thing is just consistency. We have to maintain a certain consistency. So in a game, there's a huge difference when we're punting 9 times compared to twice, once in the first quarter, once in the fourth quarter. We stay a lot more warm. We stay a lot more rhythmic. It works a lot in our favor, to be honest. So, the more punts I get in the game, Coach Campbell's going to hate me for saying this, but I call myself the 4th down QB. And I tell him all the time, Coach, you just got to give me a chance out there, and I'll swing the field. He laughs, but, I would too if I was averaging 52 points a game. So
we'll see you guys in the state championship on December the 10th. Once again, I'm with the punting team here for Fullerton College, Mohammed Bayul and Austin McGee. Right now, we're with the kicker for Fullerton College, Jonathan Aguilar. Jonathan, 76 out of 76 point-after attempts. What does it feel like to have that Fullerton College record?
Surprise, I didn't expect to kick a lot this year, but, our offense is pretty good, so we've been scoring a lot. So, been making all those PATs, so just try to keep focused.
Your 2 field goals against Ventura were the difference in the game. How does it feel to see that?
Feels great, every time you go out there and kick a field goal and you have like all the sidelines people like having hope for you, so that like makes me feel like more confident. So once I go in there, it's like once I kick it, then it's like, all right, like hopefully it goes in, and once it goes in, like just feels happy because like all the coaches, all like the players are happy.
Your brother played here at Fullerton College. He held the previous record. Are there a little more bragging rights going into this?
That's why he doesn't go to my games. That's why.
Going into the state championship, how do you prepare for it?
Just keep working out, and every time I come out here, just start kicking and getting prepared, like mentally too, because like I never been in this like situation going to state and everything. So once the game goes, then I'm just gonna be like really focused.
Johnny Carmack has been your holder all season. What's it like to be able to have a guy who will put the ball on the ground, laces out?
Oh, yeah, I just have total faith in him. Like the first like time I started kicking field goal, like I knew he was gonna be my holder, because we tried out like so many different and none of them working out. So once I got him, then it just started clicking. So I got really like comfortable, I don't have to worry about he's gonna like mess up the hold or anything. It's just natural.
How did you build that chemistry with Johnny?
Just offense kept scoring a lot, so I kept seeing him at the game. Right there, he's down there on. So I'm like, okay, yeah. So the more kicks you get into the game, then the more chemistry you build. Also with practice, every day we do field goals, so we just practice.
Well, thank you, Jonathan. We look forward to seeing you in the state championship. With all these athletes around me, it's the wide receiving core here at Fullerton College. Guys, you guys are going to the national championship. I'll let some of them introduce themselves. We'll start with Mr. Gross. On Saturday, big catch for a touchdown. How did that feel?
That felt great to be a contributor to the game. We got out early, got on the scoreboard, and it just helped the team out.
Going into this national championship, how are you guys preparing? Start over here.
Tell them, Rob.
Man, we just trying to stay focused, man. It's a big game coming up, so we trying to keep everybody in tune. That's it.
DeAndre, on Saturday, didn't look like you want to be taken down. How did you pick apart the Riverside defense?
Just studying film, us as a group, we just studying film, reading the coverages, making sure everybody on the same assignment, doing the right path. We just put everything in God's hands, and it worked out for us.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I just gotta say right now, this is probably one of the best teams I ever played on. Our receiver core is so dead with the ones and twos and the threes. Yeah. So hopefully next Saturday we can just all get these rings we all wanted and hard working for. You feel me?
Grind, baby, grind.
Yeah. Grind.
You guys are one of the most physical wide receivers in the entire state. Well, I'll go over to you. How do you feel that physicality helps you out?
Well, Coach Griff preaches to us physical all the time, so we try to bring that to the game. We try to bring that to with our attitude and our swagger. So, when we go in the game, it's kind of second nature with the physicalness and stuff, so it gets kind of easy.
Against Golden West, it was the wide receivers who made the difference. How did you guys take that momentum and transfer it into the playoffs?
Well, I just think that we really just started a new season. That's what Coach Burns was saying. We didn't really use any momentum. He said this is a new season when we're going to the playoffs. So we just looked at it like a whole new season. We prepared. So we didn't really use any momentum. We just went out and done like we did all year and just win every game.
Baby, grind.
Hey, you mentioned grinding. I'll put you onto the spotlight.
Come on.
How do you make sure that when you are going through the low spots of a season, a lot more physical, how do you keep yourself in shape for the upcoming playoffs?
Well, as for myself, just keeping these guys motivated, so being the best as they could be in coming to the game. Keeping mentality strong, physically coming to the game, just ready, just to grind.
Add to that a little bit.
Yeah.
We stay ready we go to the weight room like twice a week, so we in and out the weight room, and on the field we just work hard, and we don't really run as much, but we take it in consideration and run as hard as we can in our routes and stuff to try to better ourselves so we can get our wind up.
Grind, baby, grind.
Wide receiving core for Fullerton College, the most physical wide receiving core in the state of California, and we will see them in the state championship on December the 10th.
Big wins, big wins.
Pop Thomas, Donovan Davis, Anthony Wood, running backs for Fullerton College. Guys, you don't like to get taken down, specifically you, Pop. Against Ventura, you came up big for Fullerton College.
Yeah, it's just running, everybody being there, the O-lineman. The O-lineman the biggest part of the offense right now, so everything I go off of is for the O-lineman. So all my runs is O-lineman's run.
So I'll take it over to Anthony. Anthony named Fullerton College Offensive MVP in that game against Riverside. How did that feel?
It felt good, man, just knowing that all your hard work's finally starting to pay off. But, man, we had a great work from everybody, quarterbacks, running backs, receivers, O-linemen. So even the defense making big stops for us. So I felt like our whole team was the MVP, honestly.
Donovan, getting reps here at practice, how does that help you experience-wise?
I think it helps me a lot. I'm out here with great running backs. We got a great defense. So it's like, I think next year I'm going to really have that experience because we have one of, I think, best defense in the nation. So I think going up against them at practice really going to help me a lot to translate next year.
I went through the same thing, too. Even when I first got here in 2014, I was doing the exact same thing he was doing, coming to practice every day, working hard. And I was like, man, it kind of, at that time, you don't really see it. But in the future, like, it really pays off. So just keep working, man.
Pop, looking at the film against this American River team, what are you guys seeing?
Well, they're pretty big up front. They got a big, everybody's solid, really. So the only thing we just got to do is run hard. We run hard, I don't think nobody can stop us. No linebacker group in the nation.
You're the type of running back that likes to go right into contact. How did you build that style of game?
Well, it started off when I was younger. My dad, he just threw me in one day at O-lineman for the first year, and I was getting beat up, just getting beat up all over. And then soon the next year, he just put me at running back, and I was running around people. And he said, boy, you don't hit that boy, and you better not let him tackle you. And he tackle you, I'm going to whoop you. All right, Daddy. And ever since then, just been like, boom, break one, just try to get back going. So that's how it happened.
Anthony, Grossmont game last year, over 200 yards. How'd you take that into this year?
It's just it's all about how you prepare for practice. So as long as you do what you're supposed to do in the weight room and in practice, everything on the field is going to take care of itself. So that's all I got to say for that.
Donovan, what style of running back are you?
I think I'm a balanced running back. I got a lot of speed. I'm trying to build up a lot of power. Like Pop, man, it's hard to get tackled. So, these running backs, they're a great inspiration for me. So, I want to try to be a more balanced back. If I got to hit the hole, I'm going to hit the hole. If I got to go around them, I'm going to go around them.
So, state championship on December the 10th.
Yes,
Let's get some predictions.
You want to score?
Running back performance, sir.
Oh, us as a whole, we will get over 200. We'll get over 200. 4 good D1 running backs, we'll get over 200.
So over 200. Good luck to you guys in that state championship game on December the 10th. Once again, Pop Thomas, Donovan Davis, and Anthony Wood, running back core here at Fullerton. We're being joined by Vincent Garcia, host of the Fullerton College Sports Weekly on 90.1 FM KBPK. And right now, Vincent's going to run down the American River Conference defense because so far this season, well, Fullerton College has had an electric offense, and we've been highlighting them all week. So we have to take a look at what the competition is going to do. American River, Vincent, the Beavers, they have a deadly defense. Since we talked to the O-line here at Fullerton College, let's start off with the defensive line for American River.
The guys that the offensive line is going to have to watch out for on the defensive line is Anthony Luke. And he leads the entire defensive line with 66 tackles. That's total tackles. As for tackles for a loss, 17. That's tackles for a loss. That means he can get into the backfield quick. And that's what the offensive line is going to have to handle him. That way they can give Jordan Hoy time to stay in the pocket, even though Jordan Hoy can scramble and make some throws on the run, but he could also make some plays with his legs since he is the leading rusher on the Fullerton College offense. But if Anthony Luke gets in the backfield, he's got to be quick to get to Hoy, but Hoy's got to be a little bit quicker so he can make plays and get upfield. So for the offensive line, watch out for Anthony Luke. And I'd say you got to watch out for him. And I know I sound like a broken record, but offensive line has to handle him on the defensive line if they want to keep making plays and give Jordan Hoy time to get to his wide receivers.
Since Fullerton College has an offensive line that is close to 10 deep, who do you give the advantage to, offensive line or defensive line?
I would give it to the offensive line because they have the depth. You just said it right now. They're 10 deep. If you have the depth, you have some extra protection, but also the tight ends can help out as well. They got some extra blockers there. And Anthony Luke is really the guy that is the standout on the defensive line for American River. So I'll take the offensive line for Fullerton in that advantage.
American River likes to go with 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers. Who is the guy that you can spotlight on that linebacking core?
Rashawn York leads the team with 83 tackles, 83 total tackles. For tackles for loss, he's got the second most behind Luke with 15. Now, that's for a 4-3, like you just said. Normally, 3-4s, you have a linebacker that is like an extra pass rusher. But for Rashawn York to get into the backfield and to have 15 tackles for a loss, that's also going to give a little bit of extra push, as you could say, for the American River defense, especially if they want to get to Jordan Hoy. If York can get to the second level, he can get in the backfield. It's going to be an interesting day in that backfield, but Jordan Hoy has some running backs that can block for him too when it comes to third down situations. If York, if he may bluff a blitz or he might blitz, but if you want to look at advantages, if the running backs can handle the linebackers if they blitz, Fullerton will give some extra protection for Hoy and give him more time, as always.
Speaking of Jordan Hoy, he has that wide receiving core. Big, long, lanky, they don't like to go down. However, defensive backs for American River look scary.
Oh, yeah. Tommy Gray, he's got 4 interceptions, leads the team. But Fullerton, with their wide receivers, I'd take Fullerton.
So American River, they come into the game at 10-2. They beat Butte last weekend 15-9 after a 44-yard touchdown pass. American River, with the upset, goes up against Fullerton next Saturday, December the 10th. So we're going to give you the rundown of American River's offense starting next week as we look at Fullerton College defense. For Vincent Garcia, I am Ryan Osborn, and this has been the Coaches Show on SportsNetUSA.net.